Hello my dear PU2 champions, welcome back to the channel. Today I am here with a very special video where I'll talk about our 30 days, our next 4-week strategy to get the math mastery, to master our syllabus for PU2 midterm, right? So we have overall 7 to 8 chapters coming up for us. Depending upon your PU college, it might be some different chapter, it might be integrals, it might be LPP, but yeah, more or less it's basically 7 chapters which is coming for your PU2 midterms. Okay, so we'll see a step-by-step guide to master our mathematics for PU2 midterm. All right, I hope this is okay. Your half yearly is very important, bacha. You got to do very good in this exam because this exam's marks matters. This goes to your boards as well. Okay, so in this session I have what I've got for all of you, 6 steps. I'll tell you all these steps one by one that can help you master mathematics. Okay, number 1 is your setting the goal, right? You got to set the goal first. You should know what are you studying for. Okay, so we'll set the goal first. Number 2 would be the chapters at hand, the syllabus. Number 2 is syllabus of mathematics for your PU2 midterm. Number 3 will be your weekly split. Means we have 30 days, that is basically 4 weeks. So in this 4 week of time, what we're gonna prioritize, where will we take other chapters, subjects, like that. Okay, so we'll have weekly split. Then we have daily study routine for math especially. Then we have important topics in all the chapters. I'll tell you chapter wise in the chapter what topics can be asked in 1 marker, 2 marker, and so on. Okay, getting yourself exam ready is your number 6. Yes, writing mock examinations in the boards format. Okay, you have to get back. I know all of you are KCET aspirants, so you are into the habit of writing the answers, getting to reach the conclusive answers without writing all those steps. But in boards, steps matters, so you have to follow the marking scheme to get out marks in the correct answers, otherwise you'll end up losing there. So the content of this session is number 1 to number 6. You can see over here. We'll start right away with number 1, which is setting up our goal. Okay, setting up our goal, as I said, to take up any challenge. Okay, yes, I am very brave, I'll take a challenge, but you should define it. Don't take a challenge blindly, right? Take a challenge, define it, put it in a definition, put it in the points. What are those goals for you? So for PU2 midterms mathematics mastery, the goals are here. Covering 7 PU2 chapters in 30 days. That's the first thing, the syllabus coverage. Balancing concepts alongside with practice, and don't forget, all of you keep forgetting this last part, revision. You got to give time for revision. Okay, because every time you don't revise, every time you postpone your revision, your concept recollection becomes weak. It will take longer, sometimes it never comes back to recall a concept, to recall a formula. So revision has to be done every time that you are learning concept. Revise it, do not push your revision sessions. Okay, keep a revision session planned for every study hours that you have for mathematics. Okay, moving on, build confidence for half yearly examination. Yes, confidence building is very important, because sometimes what happens now, in simpler questions, if they change the statement, if they ask you differently, even though you have solved that question in NCERT, you might end up skipping it. Okay, then if you have the confidence for that, if you have that bravery in yourself to face that problem, then certainly by learning the concept you can solve any problem. You are getting me, right? Have you not faced questions like this? The thing is, bacha, as a teacher, as any of our teachers of yours who are teaching in college or anywhere on the online platforms, they can't give you the questions that they're gonna ask in the examination. Can we do that? Have they given you questions exactly that this question will come? We can't do that. We can teach you concepts, but if you are confident that you have learned the concept properly, then you can crack any question coming on that topic, isn't it? Yes, that's why this concept, the confidence building part is very important. Next part, simple daily effort you got to put. Okay, no need to make a very difficult, very challenging routine for yourself which you can't follow and you end up being ignoring it completely. That should not be the case. You have to make simple, followable daily effort. Okay, means 2 hours, 1 hour, 3 hours, based upon your like subjects you are keeping for that day. Strong exam result will be there if you have the simple plan for yourself. Okay, next, number 2 we'll see now. So number 2, the chapters. Okay, so I have taken general 7 chapters. Usually these are the ones that is coming for your midterms. If I missed something, you have to let me know in the comment section. I saw a comment earlier today that there was a integrals asked in one of the PU colleges, so let me know whether integral is coming for you or not. Okay, right now, as of my scheme of plans, integral is not there, but if it is there, you got to let me know. I'll see how many of you are commenting. Okay, so these are the 7 chapters that I have kept as of now planned for your preparation for your revision. We have relation and functions, ITF, matrices, determinants. The calculus 2 chapters are there, CND and AOD, and the last is very easy, LPP. Linear programming problems are there as a 7th chapter. Okay, as I said, if I have missed something, you have to let me know in the comment section. So second thing is chapters. Now number 3, step number 3 is weekly split. So what I have done, you can choose in different way based upon your comfort level, but this is I have kept as per the high weightage criteria. Matrices determinant will be week 1, high weightage chapter, and they are related to each other. That's why I've kept together for week 1 alongside with revision over here. Week 2, CND and AOD revision as well. Whatever you have learnt over here, you have to keep revising. Okay, so week 2 is continuity differentiability alongside with application of derivative. Week 3 is relation and function, ITF, LPP. They are small chapter. You can complete in 1 week. Okay, all if you can agree with me, 1 week is enough to complete these 3 chapters. Week 4 will be solely for the purpose of revision, doing marathons. We have so many things planned for you. Don't worry, just stay with us. I'm telling you, you'll end up with a very good score in your midterms. Okay, so this is your weekly split. 30 days means 4 week. How can you split your math syllabus so that you can follow other subjects? Because usually what happens, math is that one subject that ruins everything, because it's something that you have to put a lot of efforts in and you get the similar reward. It's also 100-mark paper, right? And other subjects are also at the same time that's equally marked. Okay, but you always end up putting more efforts, more time in mathematics, right? So it's kind of unfair to other subjects, but so this split is given in a way to compensate the time that you need in other subjects as well. Okay, so you'll see that when I talk about study hours during a day, okay, when it is weekday and weekend, okay, you'll see all of that. So this is very, very clear for weekly split of 30 days of 4 weeks. Okay, how to manage chapters and what order. You can choose to use in a different fashion that works for you, but this is something that I would like to do high weightage first, then moving on to the simpler ones. Next up we have, yes, number 4, daily study routine. Again, this is only for weekdays, means when your school is there, when your college is there. Okay, then the number of hours for math is 2 hours. Whenever you plan to study mathematics, I would suggest you to plan to study maths every day. If you are very weak in mathematics, you must study 2 hours of maths per day, even during your weekday time. But if you are okay, if you are good at mathematics, you want to give some time to some other subjects, you can try to give make some time in other subjects and reduce time in the mathematics. But generally, in general, 2 hours in total you have to give for mathematics. Okay, 1 hour for concepts and examples. Please refer NCERT and exemplars only. Don't refer any of the reference book for your boards. NCERT and exemplars are more than sufficient. Okay, next is 45 minutes of exercise questions. Yes, after solving example when you solve, you go through the various different types of topics which is present in this chapter. You get to be familiar with all the subtopics of a chapter. Then you move on to exercise questions. You get more practice now in hand. And last 15 minutes is to conclude the chapter by revising your formulas and notes, following your error log book. Okay, you know what is error log book? You maintain a book for the mistakes you make while doing practice. This is for weekday. What about weekend? For weekend, double down. For weekend, double down. This should be 4, 2, 45 becomes 90, 30. Okay, weekdays 2 hours, weekend double down. Okay, so 4th point is very much clear, how we're gonna plan, what is the daily routine for mathematics. Okay, let's move then. Number 5, you have now, as I said, chapter wise split, means every chapter what are the most important topics. So in the chapter we have matrices and determinant. The topics are like this. 1 marker category, properties of matrices determinant, the question can be asked on that. Remember, like transpose properties are there, right? Transpose wali property, question can come. Skew symmetric matrix properties, question can come. Okay, definition of matrices, scalar, diagonal, questions can come in 1 marker category. Okay, 2 marker product of matrices can be asked. Simple one, 2 cross 2 matrix is given. You can be asked to find the product of matrix. 3 and 5 marker, inverse of matrix, area of triangle in determinant. Remember, solving linear equation with the help of determinant. Those can be asked in 5 marker. I've not written over here, but yeah, inverse means the same thing. Okay, 3 and 5 marker, the same thing. Solving area of triangle is one concept. Can be asked in 2 marker also, can be asked in 3 marker as well. And your 5 marker is inverse, whether direct inverse question, or they can ask you a question on solving linear equations using determinant. So please pay attention to this, very, very, very important. Okay, next chapter is continuity and differentiability. In this 1 marker question can come on definition of continuous function. Remember, missing variable will be given to you k, and some simple derivatives of different type of functions, right? Like say it's a trigonometric function or something else. Logarithmic function also can be asked. 1 second guys. Yes, sorry, I had to drink some water. Let's get back to it. 2 marker, definition of continuity and differentiability, same thing. When can we say a function is differentiable? Those questions can also be asked over here. Derivatives of implicit function, where the y is not clearly given as subjects. Remember, we differentiate using product rule or quotient rule, then take dy by dx on one side and solve those questions. I'm talking about exactly those. 3, 5 marker, application of log. These questions are very, very important, sometimes challenging as well. Remember, when you have product form given, exponential form given, you apply log on both sides, then differentiate and get the result. I'm talking about those questions. Application of log and second order derivative can be asked in 3 and 5 marker category. Moving on, we have AOD, 1 marker, maximum minima questions. 3, 5 markers, rate of change, maximum minima questions can be asked over here. Yeah, next we have RNF, ITF and LPP, relation and function, inverse trigonometric function and linear programming problems. 1 marker will be on the concepts, types of relations, equivalent relation. Remember, there can be a general question without any numbers. They can ask you a relationship questions, maybe family relation questions are there. Then there can be, remember we solved a Jew question. Okay, so yes, those type of questions can be asked in equivalent relations. Check whether it is transitive, symmetric and reflexive or not. Then comes domain and range problem of ITF. They directly ask you domain of sine inverse, cosec inverse, like that. Okay, so those all 6 ITFs, both domain and range should be by heart. I know this is very wrong things to ask from you, but you have to by heart the domain and range of ITF. Okay, I have explained it to you very clearly with the help of diagram as well, with the graphs and everything, but you have to remember that you don't have that much of time to spend and draw the graph and get the result. Okay, please remember domain and range. How do we find it? With the help of sine functions, cos functions, basically that trigonometric function, taking mirror image about y equal to x line, correct? Then the questions of definition of LPP. Okay, we have a few definitions over there. Based upon that, the question can be asked in 1 marker. Next 3, 5 marker, if LPP question is coming, they might ask you on 6 marker as well. Usually LPP is asked in 6 marker. Graphical problems, so LPP is asked in 6 marker. ITF properties, inverse of a function, can be asked in 5 marker as well. Okay, find the inverse of a function can be asked in 5 marker. So please check, these are the chapters and chapter wise important topics. Chapter wise important topics in each of the marks category. Clear? Okay, so this is over. So we have covered our first 5 points. The last point is the most important, getting ourselves exam ready. Okay, so this is exam practice. Solve at least 3 model papers before exam. Where can you get that? Okay, so of course right now you don't have entire paper available for you. You can refer question bank. In that you have chapter wise questions. Pick the questions, keep it in one place and solve it. That you can do. You can use previous year model papers for full year and solve only those questions which is coming for this year's midterm syllabus. But I think it will be wise to solve question from the question bank. Okay, So do not worry, I'm gonna give you more and more questions like that. Practice stepwise solutions, okay, board style. I understand all of you are KCET champions, okay, you are aiming for a top rank in KCET. So you'll get into habit of solving questions in your mind. You will not be able to good at writing the steps, but this is board. Every step matters. Every step carries marks. So you have to make a habit. You have to come back to the habit of writing steps. So that's why board style. Refer your marking scheme. Write the answers like NCERT writes in there. Next we have time yourself. Yes. The main thing when we talk about exam practice, no, the two things comes to my mind, and same thing should come to your mind as well, and that is solving the entire paper in one sitting. You can't do one half in the morning, one half in the evening. I'll tell you, many of you do this. Sir, MCQs I have solved in the morning, subjective questions I've solved in the evening, sir. Section A, B I have solved in the morning, sir. Section C, D, E I'll solve in the evening, sir. That's not actually, the way examination works, right? So you have to solve the entire paper in one sitting. That's the first criteria of getting exam ready. And second thing is in the time constraint. Sir, I solved the entire paper in one sitting, took 6 hours. If you solve the entire paper in 6 hours, how can you solve that in 3 hours in examination? Of course you will lose some time, you will lose some questions over there, right? So that's why we have to build a habit of solving the entire paper in 3 hours, okay? So time yourself, you need to have speed alongside with accuracy to get a very good marks in PU2 midterms. And this is not something which is very difficult. You can totally achieve it. Just have some faith in yourself. What happens, no, as a student, if I'm not doing good, I start to feel like I'll never be good. That happens, right, bacha? Haven't you felt like this? You're not good today, you're not doing good in your studies today, and this thought comes to your mind that I'll never be good. That's completely absurd. That's very wrong. You can change the way you study from today. Just have your self-belief, change the way you are working. If you put the same input, will the output be different? No. If the input is same, output is same. Till today, if you are not working hard, if you're not putting the right strategy in your study plan, of course output will not be what you want it to be, right? But if you put the right input, if you make a proper strategy, proper plan to study, of course you'll be very good in mathematics, right? So if you feel that way, I'll be very sad if you're not able to change it. If you need my help, let me know in the comment section. So as I said, if you are feeling weak today, it can be changed by a proper planning. You can be a very good student in mathematics. Just need to have some courage and some self-belief and a proper guidance to achieve that, and I'm here for that. Okay, so time yourself in your studies to get the right speed and accuracy, and you'll see your marks will be. You still have 4 weeks. Okay, we are into the first week of this month. Comes your October 1st, 2nd week, your midterm will start. So still have good 4 weeks, and in this 4 week you can completely ace this chapter. And if you follow my word, I'm telling you, you will not believe the marks that you'll get in your midterms. You'll be surprised. Just believe me, trust me in this process. Study properly for the next 4 weeks. You see, your life might change from this 4 weeks of studies. Okay, so this is it from the exam point of view, from the mastery of mathematics in the next 4 weeks, in the next 30 days for your PU2 midterm preparation of maths. Okay, so I'm very happy that you joined in, but that is it for today. I'm gonna come back again with another video, with another lecture, and help you out in any way possible from my side in your academics. Okay, any other concern, any other query you have, you all know how to reach me in the comment section of this video or any of the video you're watching. Just leave your comment, leave your love, whatever it is, your disappointment, leave it with us in the comment section. We'll get back to you, we'll resolve it. That is a promise. Okay, so with this I can end the session today. I'll see you again very soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.